Okay, so I have the Hayabusa T3 Boxing Gloves. Now these gloves that I have in my hands here have been used. I've had these for the past 3 years, and this is a 16 ounce right here, 16 ounce. And I can give you an honest review of what it's been like having using these gloves for the past 3 years. Now I have 3 of the Hayabusa gloves. I have 2 of the T3 and 1 of the Marvel one, the Venom Marvel collab. And I use Hayabusa for the last 3 years here. But so these are 3 years worn in. So let's talk about some of the features. So Hayabusa is known for its wrist support, right? It's world renowned for its wrist support because it has the dual X interlocking wrist strap, which you can see here. There's one and there's the other one, right? And on the back side, right, it goes into this loop. So as you put your hands in it, right, you can pull the first strap, and then the second strap you can pull even tighter to get that maximum wrist support that you see here right now, right? So from here, so that's what it's really known for. So I love the dual action wrist support right there. So it also has these amazing padding, which I really like. So you see these right here, horizontal lines going across. Now these padding here are a little bit more dense than what you see up here. This is a little more soft. This is more dense here, all right? And this area right here, right, is more dense. What I love about this is that it gives you protection, especially on those type of liver kicks you're blocking, right? And I can feel the difference when I have these regular other boxing gloves without these type of protection. You can feel it more with this. It absorbs the impact better, right? And it has more of a cushion up here where you can still flex, right? And still clinch with it. So on the back side here, it has this embossed Hayabusa, really nice. I like this glove because it's real clean looking, right? What I love about this glove too, it's not too bulky. So a lot of the gloves you see are just a little round and bulky. It looks like a clown. And this one just straight up looks really cool and really clean. I like that clean look of it, and it's really snug fit. And it doesn't take much to break this in, and it's come pretty much broken in. You don't have to break it in that much for this. It comes in a variety of different combination of colors. The padding is great, and you see here on the wrist, this part right here itself, this padding here, is close to a little over 1 inch, right? And the lining in these gloves are really nice. It feels great on your hands here, and it absorbs the sweat really, really well. On the back side, you can see right here, has a little bar grip right here, and ventilations for your hands as well, right? A little Velcro strap sticks together. Yeah, and I love, the stitching is pretty nice too. So again, this is 3 years old. You can look at the stitching here, and it stays secure pretty well throughout the past 3 years. And they did a really good job doing that. Again, this is a 16 ounce boxing gloves. Now, the dual strap, I gotta say, is challenging to get on for newcomers, and I'll show you a tip here how to do that. Other than that, I mean, the dual strap here is great for, like I said, the wrist support. These are more of the premium gloves on the market right now, and as I'm filming this, they're roughly about, I believe, about $160. And these are more premium style gloves for more serious people who wants to protect their hands better, for the healthy of their hands and wrists. And as I said earlier, the break-in period is ready to go out of the box. I think it's one of the best boxing gloves out on the market right now. So let's talk about what I like about these gloves in the past 3 years of training with it. So let's talk about my review of these gloves. So again, I told you that this is the Hayabusa T3. I've been using this for the past 3 years. And I actually have 3 of the Hayabusa gloves, 2 T3 and 1 of the Marvel one. their special edition collab with the Marvel. So anyways, what I really love about these gloves, you know, I've been training in the martial art for over 40 plus years. And of course, through those years of training, you have injuries. And you know, I was doing this Taekwondo demonstration years ago in my, when I was around my early 20s at a mall. In front of my students, in front of hundreds of other people, and I did this board break, and I went down, I hit it, these stacks of boards, and I didn't break. And what did start to crack was my wrist, my right side. I heard it cracking. And of course, being in front of everybody, a lot of pressures, I had to hit again. With my wrist was injured already. Then I went down and hit the boards again, and I finally broke, but my wrist also fractured. And it hasn't been the same since then. And through the years of just hitting, I mean, over thousands and thousands of times, repetitiveness, I'm always very concerned about my wrists and hand care, right? These days in my life and stage of training, those are very important because I want to have a longevity of training until the day God calls me home. So I like to choose equipment that can help protect certain things of my injuries that I'm going through. And my biggest concern is my hand health and mainly my wrists. So Hayabusa brand, now I've used lots of different brand high-end boxing gloves through the years. I've had these for the past 3 years because they have literally the best wrist support out there in the market right now. I mean, I love this dual action wrist strap right here. A lot of the gloves you see when you go like this, it bends really easy. This one is stiff because the foaming here is more stiff than it is up here, right? So the extra foaming, dual foaming here, protecting when somebody kicks you from blocking those liver kicks or head kicks, right? This is a great a shield to block them without taking too much impact on them. So I love that in that way, right? And the dual strap, and it has a snug fit. This is a 6 ounce with hand wraps. It would be a really snug for me. All you have to do, right? Pull that strap over really tight, snug, as tight as you want, and bring this across. And there you go. Now look at this. This has a really support, especially with my hand wraps in it, because I wear hand wraps these days. Every time I put on a glove, I always wear hand wraps for an extra support. With the hand wraps in here, man. Now, without that's fine too, but it's really good snug. And my wrist area feels really protected and tight. And also when I go to do my style blocking, either Muay Thai block or Dutch style block where you block for those kicks here, right? This will take a good impact because it has this extra shield of protection, a layer of foam right here. So this is why I love these gloves so much, because the wrist support. Now, the other things I love about this, like I said earlier, that has this extra layer of padding right here for those kicks, right? Especially those liver kicks, hard liver kicks, or body kicks, or even head kick. This, and when with a poor glove, when somebody kicks you really hard with the shin bone area, you can feel that, right? You can feel that. With this, it has an extra layer where it helps absorb that impact even more. Now, the tricky part about this, the downside of these gloves, the only thing I don't like is putting it on, right? So for example, I always put my left side first. I leave this open like this, right? So let's say I put my right side, and then if you're not used to this time, put on the left side, hard to grip these things, right? So there's a trick how I use to do this, is this. Now, it's a little sick for some other people, but see this little lip right here? I bite on it. Strap goes over, I grip, and peel over like this. That's how I do it, right? And at the end, peel off, a little tough. You can bite it, pull out. But that would be the only downfall to these gloves. It's a little more challenging to get on and get off, but once you do it consistently, it's not a big deal. But other than that, I love these gloves. Now, these are more high-end premium gloves. I think on the market right now, it's about $160. But well worth it. If you are a long-time martial artist and want your hand health, protect your wrists and your knuckles, I would highly recommend these for those type of long-term martial artists wanting to continue to have good hand health. So that's probably the biggest reason why. And I love it too because it looks cool. I mean, this glove is not a typical looking boxing glove, right? It's really sleek. It's really compact. It's not really bulky at the top either. So that's what I love about these gloves also. And the other T3 has this built-in kind of like felt material where you actually wipe your sweat off. I have that one too, so forth too. But overall, I will give this a 9 out of 10. If I had to give this a grading on it, because I've been using it for 3 years, and the lasting part of it, you know, hasn't really tear and ripped on me and so forth, and it still lasts me for a while. I can probably use this for another year. And I train 2 to 3 times a week in the Muay Thai sector. So anyways, guys, in the link below, I have some links to these Hayabusa gloves. I'm going to put in the link below some Hayabusa low-end gloves, mid-end, and the more high-end gloves that you guys can choose from. Go there and check them out. All right, till next time. See you on the mat.